going on? How y'all doing?
Hello.
All right. Well, I see the Ohio tab. I'm not sure if y'all from here or not, but you can't be inside the park in the city of Atlanta between the hours 11 p.m. 6 a.m.
Atlanta police have released body camera footage linked to a viral video being shared on TikTok and Instagram alleging excessive force. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. The video shows an APD officer arresting a woman for being in a park after hours. Some say the video shows excessive police use of force.
Fox 5's Alex Whitler has been scouring through both versions of this video. Joins us now from the live desk with details on what they show. Alex.
Yeah, Courtney and Russ, this is one of those situations in which we know many of you are going to have some opinions about this. Some people say it seems like excessive force. Others say the officers did the right thing.
All right, before we get started, I'm going to give my opinion. This cop did everything he was supposed to do, how he should have done it. He never got in his emotions. He stayed professional the whole time. He laid down the choices that they had, and he basically waited and seen the choice they made. The man made a choice, and then the woman made a choice. And as we go, I'll stop and then I'll explain like the difference.
Take a look. This is the viral moment that has infuriated people across the country.
I'm so scared. My God, please, in the name of Jesus.
In it, a woman says she's resisting arrest because an Atlanta police officer would not tell her why she was being arrested after the officer did not give her his badge number and full name. The hour-long body camera video from Atlanta police shows a different side of the story.
Sir, you do not have to told her like that.
A man and a woman are ticketed around 11:50 Monday night for being in Shady Valley Park after it closed at 11. You can hear the man reluctantly sign the ticket first.
Can I have to sign it?
You can not sign and go to jail.
About a minute later.
See right here, that man was given a choice: sign it or go to jail. Because we are men and we don't get grace, we don't get forgiven. There's no unconditional love. There's none of that. Like, we normally are held fully accountable. This man knows if I don't sign this ticket, I'm really going to jail. With the woman, it's a different story.
The woman starts to ask for the officer's information, which he provides.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
And what's your name?
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not going to give you my first name.
She asks again.
See right here, she's combative. What do you think you as a man can do? You a regular man, you don't have no cop uniform on, nothing. This man has on a uniform. He has the authority, and she's still challenging it. He pretty much gave her the same rundown as he gave the guy. And here we are where she still challenges authority. She's really testing him. She's prolonging the situation to try to figure a way to wiggle out instead of understanding that she was in the wrong. The law is the park hours are 11 to 4. It doesn't matter if you knew. Ignorance of the law is never an excuse. And that's just how it works. Just so you know that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. If you try to use it, you could end up in a situation where this woman is right now.
And I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Right there. Again, combative. The man has the authority he has, and she's still challenging it. How do you think you as a regular man are going to deal with somebody like this?
Well, like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452.
And here she asks a third time.
What's the badge number?
I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Are you going to sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
Seconds later, the officer explains he's going to arrest the woman and asks her to put her hands behind her back.
See right here, you'll hear the lawyer in other videos and later on basically go in on how the officer didn't tell her certain things, and he did. Right here, he literally just told her, sign a ticket or you're gonna be under arrest. She blatantly said no. And this here again, this is another test. This is how a lot of men get tested by these type of women. They don't have respect for you. And I want to say one thing. This is just my opinion here. I want to say if this was a white officer, this might not have went as long as it did. It's just the respect for black men is a little bit lower, and she probably took him as a joke, as where if I just prolong this, for whatever reason, her looks, whatever, maybe he'll let me go. But the thing is, he had a boundary. He had he set an expectation, and he followed through. Which, I applaud him for that. Once you say something, you have to follow through with it. That's where a lot of us go wrong. And that's where I'm coming in on the point of masculinity. When you're in your full masculine, you don't make threats and not follow through with them. And I'm not saying that's a threat. He basically gave an option. And instead of changing his options, he stuck with it. I agree with that. And I hate how as a society, like, we try to make everything a cop do bad because we don't like it. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's wrong. And then we need cops. Chris Rock said it best. Like, who you gonna call, the Crips? So it comes to a point where you have to understand, it's a love-hate relationship, but they have a job, and this cop did his job. I don't know why he's been ran through the ringer for all these emotional people who feel a certain way. Your feelings don't matter. The law is the law. He did what he's supposed to do. Again, I want to say congratulations. If you ever come across this video, man, congratulations. You didn't raise your voice. You didn't get upset. You did what you were supposed to do. Thank you. We need more cops like you, man.
I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm asking you a question.
Okay? I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary?
The video appears to show the woman refusing to put her hands behind her back.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not saying that I'm refusing to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
You don't have an option now.
The officer and the woman struggle for several minutes. The woman continues to ask why she's being arrested as the officer continues to ask her to put her hands behind her back.
Put your hands behind your back.
Tell me why I'm being...
All right, you see here, this is, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny to me. I got a video I did about victim games, and it's just funny how she went from being hardcore to now she got to play victim. She knows it's being recorded, so she's putting on a whole show to play on people's emotions and hopefully to bring people on her side to make this a way bigger deal than what it was. It was a simple ticket. And to those people, I've had discussions. Everybody was like, it's just a park ticket. And I'm trying to tell people, no, it wasn't just a park ticket. This man had a job. And towards the end, they'll say he was doing this because of homicides recently in the park overnight. So this cop could have been assigned to this, and he could have given 100 people warnings. And he's like, yo, I'm just tired of people not listening. They still in the park. So now I got to lay down the law. Now I got to be hardcore. Next person I see in here getting a ticket. So it just comes to a point where we got to mind our business. Like, everybody got what they want to say, but they don't know the whole story. And if that's the case, he followed through. Everything in this video, this cop has followed through on what he's supposed to do. He did what he's supposed to do right. So, all right.
Arrested. I have the right. I have the right to know. Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
After 6 minutes, the officers take the woman into custody. Atlanta police released a statement. It reads in part, quote, signing the ticket is not an admission of guilt. Refusing to sign a citation is considered reasonable cause to believe the individual will not appear in court or pay the fine, and the officer may then physically arrest that individual. An officer is not required to read someone their Miranda rights prior to arresting them. And it goes on to say if an officer explains you will be taken to jail for something and you choose to push the officer to that limit, you will end up in jail. Atlanta police say the officer was already in the area. It was part of an effort to step up patrols after 2 homicides at city parks in the last 8 days. We have posted the social media clip, full body camera video, and APD's statement on our website, Fox 5.
All right. So just to end on this, my grandfather always told me something. He basically said, stop talking to the person that's not as powerful. Talk to the most powerful person. The most powerful person has a robe on. He doesn't have a gun, which is the judge. So a lot of times it's just easy. Take the ticket, sign it, deal with it later. I could say 95% of tickets I had, I resolved them the day of. I don't ever just go online and pay for a ticket. I always appear for it because a lot of times they're willing to, deal. A lot of times they don't even want to give it out. They just want you to correct the issue. I'll give a story. One of my exes, this was maybe like 10 years ago. It was late at night. I had my friend with me, and this particular friend had a warrant, and I knew it. So we got pulled over. I really was just trying to be compliant as possible to try to get the stop over with, keep it moving, and hope that everything would be cool. So the cop came up. I give him all my information. He starts asking questions, and I'm quiet. I answer what I'm supposed to. What I didn't want to answer, I didn't answer. And then my ex in the passenger seat, she just starts talking. I'm like, hey, chill out. Like, I got it. And she just takes over like, nah. This, why are you, just being irate and combative with the officer? And the officer really was about to be like, all right, cool, whatever. No. After that, he wanted everybody's ID in the vehicle, which ended up being my friend. And he wanted to search it. Normally I would say no, but I was trying to do everything I can, hopefully for my friend not to get arrested. He got out, searched the vehicle, found a medicine bottle. Because he did not see my name on it, he was trying to say that I had an illegal prescription. And I would not say anything. I was quiet the whole time. And I'm just like, I'm not going to comment. And she just speaking the whole time, just this cop, which is a human, like she just literally making him more and more mad. And this cop had a partner. The partner was real quiet. I think he had just started the force or whatever. So you could even tell with him, he's like, yo, the cop is overreacting. The other cop was overreacting. So the cop that was really going in, he gave his partner the medicine bottle, which the other cop found my name on it. But I mean, he was just going in, telling me about illegal prescriptions and all that. And like I said, my ex just kept giving him trouble, just kept mouthing off. And he wrote me a ticket for everything he could find. I'm talking about every light that was out, everything. I literally left the scene with like 6 tickets. But here's the kicker. 2 months later, I go to court. I show up. All the lights, I replaced them. I had pictures, everything. I went into court that morning, and the DA was like, why are you here? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, go home. It didn't even go. They threw it out like the ticket never happened. And I'm just saying it to say, quit giving these cops issues. And I'm gonna make videos later on this whole thing about like a lot of women not wanting to listen to authority. Like that was like a blatant, that was pretty much like, that video was just a whole show of some women not wanting to listen to authority. The man had on a whole uniform and she still was giving him trouble. So like I said, what I'm seeing as far as like the masculinity part of this video is that cop held his ground. He laid down the rules and he did what he's supposed to do. I hope that man is like that. If he's married, I hope he is like that. Whatever it is, I hope he handles his whole life like that. That's an example for me. That's how I handle situations. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm not going to go back and forth. When I deal with women, I lay down the law. If you can't follow it, I let you go. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you. I'm not about to sit here and let you put me in some emotional roller coaster, emotional web, and have me caught up and looking stupid. I just walk away now. And I hope you guys do the same. And that's all I'm saying. This is an example of how you handle people who don't want to listen to you. I'm not talking about the arrest part, but I'm saying as a regular citizen, you walk away. Him arresting a woman was the equivalent of a man walking away because she doesn't want to listen. He said what it was. The man listened. She didn't. All right, y'all. I can go about this all night, but I'm not. Join the channel, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all have a good night. I'm about to finish this beer, y'all.
I just wanna live my life. On child support twice, cause I fell for the hype. Hoes tryna tell me what a real man is.